What's going on, guys? I'm Bryce Sanders with Real Clean Professional Detailing. We're a boat detailing company that is based out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Today I'm working on this 25 Sea Hunt, we're doing a complete detail, but we're removing the pinstriping, and I was just going to give y'all a quick run through of the fastest and most efficient way I've found for taking off pinstriping, adhesive, vinyl stickers. And all you'll need to do this is a drill. I'm using a right angle drill just because I'm used to holding a buffer, so it's a lot more efficient for me. But you can use any drill you have on hand. A 3M eraser wheel, which you can pick up at AutoZone for about 50 bucks. There's cheaper alternatives you can order online, but I just prefer the 3M because I feel like they hold up longer and they do a little better job for me. But any of the eraser wheels will work. They all pretty much do the same thing. You'll need some acetone and some white terry towels. I'm gonna jump right into it and just do a section and show y'all how I do it. Let's get right into it. As you can see, there's an adhesive line all the way down from where the sticker peeled off and left the adhesive behind. I've actually already removed all the vinyl from the remaining areas that were still on the boat, but this is what we're dealing with and trying to remove is this adhesive left behind, because it'll give us a clean surface for us to buff on or wax or whatever we're doing, so you don't have this sticky gunk getting in your pads or getting all over the boat. So we got our tools now, we got our acetone, our rags. I taped this off a section just so we could compare once we get done. I'm gonna probably come about ½ an inch off the tape so I don't strip the tape off. But we're gonna be running this drill at about 1/4 to half speed. You don't want to run it wide open because you can burn the gel coat, and it also will just get the wheel really hot, so it makes everything gummy. So we're going to be running 1/4 to half speed, and I'm sure somebody is going to say that you could have just used acetone or you could have just used something like Goo Gone. But in this particular scenario, this sticker's been gone for a while, so it's not sticky or tacky anymore. So the adhesive remover, or the Goo Gone adhesive remover, and the acetone wouldn't wipe it off. It was just kind of brushing over the top of it, which is why I'm using the eraser wheel. But in some scenarios, you can just use some Goo Gone with a white rag, and I would wipe it on the surface, let it sit for a second, and then I'd take a plastic razor blade and just scrape it off. And in some scenarios, you can also just use acetone and a white rag and just scrub it really good, and it'll take it off. I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm just gonna remove this section right here, and then we'll look at it after I remove it just to go through and see what's left behind that we're gonna use the acetone for, and we'll jump into that. So now that we've ran our eraser wheel, we've gotten it removed for the most part, but you still have all this residue left behind, so that's what we're going to come in and wipe down with the acetone and get it completely stripped and clean. So I got my acetone, got my white rag. I put my acetone in a dispenser bottle. It makes it a little easier to deal with and pour out. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some on this rag. You just want to kind of drench it down pretty good, like you can see the difference. And so I'm just drenching it down pretty good, and I'm going to come through here and just wipe it really well. And just keep in mind, when you put acetone on a boat, it's going to strip any waxes or sealants that are on the surface, so be sure that after you wipe it down with acetone, that if you wax back over it or just seal it back up so you have some protection and your boat doesn't start oxidizing. Now that we got it all cleaned up, that's what it looked like when we started. And now we've got it all removed. Got a nice clean surface. And now we're ready for our buffing steps. We can come in and clean up and blend that line right there. Just buff it out. She'll be good to go. Well, that's all there is on that section. I'm just gonna continue doing that around the entire boat. It can be a time-consuming process. I estimate I'll probably have an hour, hour and a half and going all the way around the boat. But this is the fastest and most effective method I've found. If there's any other content that y'all would like to see, or any advice you need boat detailing, or any tips that I can help with, feel free to comment or shoot me a message. I appreciate y'all for watching today, and just like and subscribe.